Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So this is another episode of Fun But Impractical, and today's video we're going to be taking a look how Dr. Voodoo performs against Realm of Legends Wolverine yet again. So we are flexing our 3-star Dr. Voodoo, and this time we're using a 3-star. And next fight we're going to be using my 5-star rank 4, and we're going to be using a different approach to that fight, so definitely stay tuned if you want to see some interesting stuff. But yeah, so first things first, the plan here is fairly simple. We want to spam our level 1 attacks as much as possible, convert Wolverine's regeneration buff into our poison, and kind of make use of the fact that poison reduces healing, as well as my despair mastery helps me with that. And as we can see here, sometimes we're going to be a bit late, sometimes RNG isn't going to be on our side, and man, this fight was a fight and a half. So I do believe that original fight length here was something around 23 minutes, but yeah, you guys are gonna see that. We're gonna have like few moments of weakness, like here he regened back a bunch of his health, and Voodoo isn't really the biggest damage dealer in itself either, so whenever Wolverine does regen any of his health back, if we are unlucky with our RNG and if we haven't managed to get enough like laws on opponent, then yeah, it's kind of a fight and a half to make that progress right back up. So now we're like back up at 90%, but we're still making a dent. We're still getting there. Only 270 something hits in. We're gonna get there. It's just gonna take us a while, right? So yeah, that was kind of part of the fun. I really honestly did expect this fight to kind of be much easier. Now, here I'm not running any of kind of like special synergies for Voodoo or for Mystic Champions. Only thing that I have active is Mystic Dispersion at rank 4 still. And yeah, here we can see that we have like no debuffs on him, and I'm like, just don't regen, please don't regen. And yeah, it's really, so we're still back at 89%. That was like 100 hits later. So at times this fight did feel like a huge mountain to climb, but it was kind of like a strange feeling as well, because the longer the fight went on and the more determined I got kind of like to finish it, because at times I was like doubting, like, can this be done? Like, can we take him down? And then I just kept on fighting, and then I saw his health slowly but surely dwindling over time, and I was like, yeah, we can do this. We just need to be like super aggressive. We need to kind of make sure we have almost always have a level 1 ready in case he does proc many regions. And that for most part is the game plan. We are trying to throw our level 1s when we are close to the second bar of power, or when we see that we're going to be able to nullify a bunch of buffs. We are doing our best to try and convert his regens into the poisons, because otherwise we would not be able to stack enough buffs kind of consistently on opponent. So there is that we are actually in fact focusing fairly hard on trying to convert his regens. There was another one, like one of those slip-up moments, and he managed to regen a bunch of health. But for most part, so long as we keep it like 7-8 debuffs, we are fine. Also, I am running Resonate Mastery, and Resonate Mastery is helping me quite a lot as well, because that is additional debuff on Wolverine. I know I could have tried taking a different approach and using odd combo instead. That would extend the duration of my laws basically by 2, and also lessen his chance to proc regen. But I was kind of afraid that I'm not going to get enough debuffs to negate that regen, and I thought that this is better method. Maybe there are some Dr. Voodoo experts out there who have done this fight or tried something similar. They can advise me on which would have been the best way to go, but for purpose of this fight, we are going to be sticking to our even combo, to our increased ability accuracy, because that also increases the number of laws we can place an opponent, the buffs that we can convert to him. So yeah, we're going to be sticking to our game plan over here. So 749 hits in, Wolverine is half health. Now I saw that half health, I was like, okay, we can do this. Just, I hope nobody walks in the office as well. I was recording this at work, and like quite often I do get like a phone call, or do get disturbed at work towards end of the day when I do record these videos for the most part. But this time we lucked out, like nobody did interrupt us, so yay. But yeah, let's get back in the fight. So at this point I kind of noticed that he was actually ahead of me health-wise for some point, and I was like, I might have to start playing a lot more careful, because this is a 3-star champion after all, and every time I do take a parry or hit in a block, that does all add up, and I don't have all that much health to play around with. And so yeah, that was starting to creep in at the back of my mind as like an actual concern for this fight. But now we are about to reach 900 hits and he's at 36%, and here I feel like we're closing in on a home stretch. I'm like, yep, we can do this. Let's just bring it home. I would have been so mad if I messed up right here. So I would definitely be absolutely livid. So I was starting to focus like a lot more. There we made another mistake. He had 3 regions on with hardly any debuff, so he regened a bunch. He's back at 36%, and it is just really painful when you get those moments when you can't nullify his regens, when you don't have enough debuffs, when they actually regen him for a bunch. Because you're gonna have to add another couple hundred hits to this fight length because of my slip up. But yeah, so down to 28%, we broke 1000 hits in this fight. So we're carrying on, so 28%, 1037 hits. So this was definitely much more than I bargained for, and he's back up at 33%, and I'm like, I can't catch a break, but we do need to finish this off. So I'm like, let's go in for the finish spur. Let's finish this up. We can do this. We can definitely do this. We made it this far. We just need to bring it home. So yeah, hand is going numb, thumb is starting to hurt. Like I can feel a future carpal tunnel getting in there. And I think at this point I was like already pissed enough at this fight that I was like, what did I get into? But at the same time I'm like, no, I really, really, really want to finish this fight out. And as I said, yeah, I would have been absolutely livid if I messed up here at the end. But now here we are at Assassin's range, so we are going to start moving quicker. He's at 13%, 12%. We're getting there. We're closing in on 1200 hits, nearly there, 8% left on this Wolverine. Come on, we can do this. Let's bring it home. Let's not mess up now. Let's not let him regen back to like buttload of health. So let's go, let's finish it up. 1200 hits and he's nearly down. If we can finish on 1222. So yeah, that was fight and a half. But just before I did that fight, I also had this bright idea in my head, is like, can we kind of kill Wolverine in one set of poisons? So here is a fight I did just before I did that 3-star fight. And here our mission is going to be to get to 99 laws, because that is the maximum we can get. And then we're going to convert all of them at one time. So I did slip up there. It's not a big deal. This is a 5-star rank 4. We can take a hit or two. But I think that was also like the only slip up in this fight. But yeah, now we are on a mission to basically get to 99 laws and then shoot off our level 1 on even combo to make sure that all of them transfer. And then we're going to see what happens to this Wolverine's health. But yeah, this time we are using 5-star rank 4, Dr. Voodoo. I think he's like SIG 150. And we don't have any special synergies whatsoever for him. Only thing that is active in this fight is Mystic Dispersion at rank 4, but that doesn't even matter because we are not spamming our special attacks or anything of the sort. I could be spamming my level 3s, but didn't really see a point of doing so. But yeah, so slowly but surely we have creeped up to 39 of these. So we are getting there, slowly but surely. The laws are building slower than I expected them to initially, but compared to that 3-star fight, I don't think this was much of a hassle. I think it was half the amount of hits or so. So anyways, we're at 45 here. Just need to we're nearly at halfway there. So obviously we are building up to that massive level 1, that massive poison damage. And before this fight, I did like a little bit of math and I was like, yep, we should be able to kill him, but can we? So let's see what happens when we get there. So we just need to wait a bit longer to get to the amount of laws that we need in order to do a lot of poison damage. This is probably more or less kind of like the biggest amount of poison damage possible in game, like with any champion. but obviously it's not practical, hence the name of the series, because you do not want to do 500 hits to a Wolverine before you start doing damage. Like, if you were using a 4-star Dr. Voodoo that's maxed out, I think you could get him down fairly easily compared, like, as it was with a 3-star, just because you would be doing much more poison damage. But still, Dr. Voodoo, as it turns out, definitely not the best answer for this Realm of Legends Wolverine. However, he can do it, but there are many, many, many more easier options. But yeah, so currently we are at 75, so only 24 to go before we can start launching our special 3, get to level 1 and then do that. But I think I'm gonna make a small mistake, so I'm gonna have to use actually 2 of my special 3s, just because I accidentally launched my special 3 first time on odd combo. And if I launched my level 1 on odd combo, I would only have 50% chance to convert those laws. And yeah, so I decided to shoot another level 3 and then go for it. So here we are at 88, nearly there. Come on, Dr. Voodoo, give me some good RNG. Let's finish this out nice and quick. So 91, nearly there. This is definitely going to be worthwhile. It is a pleasure to watch. As it was happening during the fight, it definitely put a big smile on my face, kind of like watching Wolverine's life completely drain away. And yeah, for the last bit, I'm also going to show the fight in real time so you guys can check it as it actually happened. This currently, I believe, is sped up ×2. So this fight wasn't as long as the 3-star one, obviously. But yeah, now we are at 99 laws. We can't get any more. We shoot off level 3, as I mentioned before. Unfortunately, we shot it on our odd combo. So now I want to get to another level 3, get to even combo, and then get to my level 1. So now we slow down the footage. Shooting the level 3, we'll just have to get to our level 1 and then we'll let the magic happen. So let's see what's up there. Also, while we're at it, Dr. Voodoo is like a really interesting character. I have been meaning to do a character review for absolutely ages, so I'll try to get to that as soon as possible. But here you can see 11,800 per tick poison damage. That is a thing of beauty. But that will do for me for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, share button, hit all the buttons, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya!